Hi, and welcome back. In this lecture, we're going to talk about Key Insight 5, building brands on e-commerce platforms. First, we have dedicated verified stores for brands within the platform. So, allowing brands to build their own store within the e-commerce platform. So, Amazon allows you to do this, and many other e-commerce platforms are there that allows companies to verify and build stores within their platform itself. Then we have things like grow faster and build consumer trust easily. So, brands can piggyback on the established e-commerce platforms to grow their business, and also, if you look from consumer perspective, consumers are more likely to trust established e-commerce platform like Amazon's and brands built on those platforms. So if you're a new player in the e-commerce space, it's very important that you start building trust with the consumer because consumers might be reluctant to trust your brand. So once you start establishing trust, it's easier to drive revenue and it's easy to focus on delivering a great experience. So a good place to start is by building a store on a good e-commerce platform like Amazon and then starting with your own site and then driving the customers to your own e-commerce store because you can avoid a lot of fees and other charges that Amazon might have. But also, on the other hand, Amazon has a large consumer base. So it depends on what exactly where you want to focus, whether you want to drive customers towards your e-commerce site or keep that site on Amazon running as well in parallel to your e-commerce site. But that will also impact your sales because it might cannibalize your sales targets and revenue because you have two channels that's competing with each other to drive revenue. Then there's the advantage of rich multimedia content. So basically, these sites can be very easily built on e-commerce platforms, just drag and drop stuff. So rich multimedia content, brands can manage their stores by the all no code options like drag and drop, easy to use interface to set up and manage their stores. So it's very easy to build these sites. You just drag and drop. There are ready-made components which integrate very easily with your existing frameworks and platforms and technologies. So if you have an inventory management system, the chances are it can be connected to these e-commerce platforms. So there's a seamless flow of data and you can understand the exact ground situation of your business operations. Then we have things like e-commerce platform sponsored brands. So e-commerce platforms can sponsor brands with ads within the e-commerce platforms. For example, things like Amazon recommendations. So you can pay a small fee and get preferred treatment or what we call preferred screen real estate of your brand on the Amazon homepage as well as get the top positions of the search results as well. Then the other thing is cutting edge analytics. So these companies have mastered the art of customer analytics and understanding consumer behavior. So you can get the best of customer analytics and consumer behavior and cutting edge analytical data on how well your products and services are performing, which area is driving the products and services, for example, what kind of demographics, so like their age, where they live, and all those demographic data can be captured very easily. And then we have things like run product and service experiments. So we have things like A/B testing where you write two product descriptions of the same product and run it side by side to see what performs better. So all these things can be done very easily on these major e-commerce platforms and having your own store in those e-commerce platforms. Then we have things like virtual bundles, so ship several items together with a great supply chain platform of the e-commerce giant. So companies like the Amazon have a very good supply chain and also a very good e-commerce platform. So you can get the maximum advantage and not worry about their logistical component and bundling. So shipping several items together and these kind of things can be sorted very easily. Then we have things like brand analytics. So understand what are the factors which are driving results. Repeat purchase customer behavior, product and service comparison, alternative purchase behavior, demographics, and things like that. So we can understand how the brand is performing overall on the e-commerce platform. And also you can understand what are the competitors doing and how well are their products selling. And a lot of things can be understood so that you can craft your own niche. You can craft your unique selling proposition to attract the customer. Then there's things like increased transparency and reduce counterfeit goods. So a lot of these things can be verified by the e-commerce platform. So for example, if you're a company who's selling electronic items and if you see counterfeit goods or fake goods, you can file a complaint on the platform and take the counterfeit goods down because it's harming your brand image. Then there's things like referral bonuses where dedicated links are provided to e-commerce stores operating and products sold on a brand store on the e-commerce platform can have a portion of the sale which is shared with the brand. So for example, if you're a company that's selling electronic items on Amazon and you get a dedicated link for your products on Amazon. So you can share that dedicated link and you can get a referral bonus, meaning every time you make a sale, Amazon will give you a certain percentage of that sale. So that's also very innovative for e-commerce players because they want to keep genuine, authentic brands on their platform, which will really improve their image as well as an authentic provider of goods, because there's lots of counterfeit goods on these e-commerce platforms as well. Well, that's about it for Key Insight 5, building brands on e-commerce platforms. I'll see you on another lecture.